Hello, hello, hi, hello, and hi. So, you all know how to inline skate now, so I assume you're going to do the coolest, sickest tricks around. High clip, margarine, surface cane, crungo, nis, double buffered, shax, obscuratory, glace, sweekapan, muware, clip, Savorix, Ed the Dragon Cat Man, Lilo Chirahiro, I know I'm mispronouncing that, and Neo Zero. Thank you all so much for showing up. And Ditto, hi. Hey, and Mikey, hi. You were watching Harry and the Hendersons, the sitcom? Good. Yeah, I really liked how unpolished and kind of dog shit that inline skating video was. We've got another video about trends of the 90s for later in the stream. It's a little bit more exciting. Shax, thank you for the 15-month resub. Welcome back. I know I'm finally back. You missed me. I missed me. I didn't have to have a bad drink last week. I got a good drink last week. I had like normal drinks. Tiger Cat, thank you so much.
Tiger Cat 919 just rated with 1 viewers.
Let me give you the shout out there. Okay, I do have a really bad drink today. I had, since I was gone for a week, I had to make up with it for something really bad. Okay. Today's drink, it is, that's Magic Casey. Pancake, you're not going to believe today's drink. No one's going to believe today's drink. It comes from Austin. It comes from South Austin. And it is called Kin, a Kin Euphorix. It's light wave, grounding calm, a functional beverage for modern rituals, no alcohol, and no caffeine. Thank you, Lost Gumble, for the 11-month resub. It looks like a candle. You gotta hear about this. I'm reading from the can, and it says sip with intention. When I see a new fat dragon, call that Kin Euphoria. Exactly. Listen, this is gonna open a portal to peace. It says that on the can, open a portal to peace. So it says, it's got reishi mushrooms, L-theanine, and tryptophan, so it's gonna make me sleepy. Sparkling notes of lavender, vanilla, smoked sea salts, and passion flower meet mind-calming ingredients to mellow you out and help you transcend stress. Think naked forest bathing at midnight. Chill for conscious connection. Chill for conscious connection. Now I'm going to read you the ingredients, and I'm sorry about these. So it starts out okay. You've got water and apple juice. That's fine. That tastes good. Then it's birch bark extract, which I don't agree with. Then agave, fine. Stevia, it's acceptable. Natural flavors, lime juice, vanilla extract. Okay, we're doing okay again. Then it's smoked salt. Not sure about that. Then it's L-serine, L-tryptophan, L-theanine, magnesium glycinate, just some random stuff. Reishi mushroom, I disagree with. White button mushroom extract. Now that's crazy to me because button mushrooms are like, you just get button mushrooms at the grocery store. Anyways, I'm not even done. We got lavender and ginger. Passion flower. Okay, and here's the problem area. Licorice extract, cinnamon extract, clove extract, shiitake mushrooms, and chili pepper extract. I'm repeating it again. Licorice, cinnamon, shiitake mushrooms, and chili pepper. This goes along with our birch and our other mushrooms. I don't want to drink this, but here's what you need to know. It's an 8-ounce can, and it costs $4. It was on sale this week, but the coupon didn't apply, so I paid the $4 because I was curious. Reminds me of an herbal drink we have in the UK called pussy. All right. Okay. Yeah, it's just apple juice with like every extract. I'm opening it up. Oh, I can smell it, and I haven't even finished opening the can. Oh, it's fizzing everywhere. Oh my God. Oh, that's not good. Oh, don't spill. Don't spill, please God. Oh, I have to sip it now before it spills. Fuck. Oh, it's still, okay. It's got big pieces of what look like bark. Sorry, it overflowed a little bit, and now there's all this remnants that look like bark. So here's the problem. It tastes like, you know, potpourri from the 90s that grandmas used to put in the like bathroom. Oh, it's foaming again. What the fuck? Why are you still foaming? Stop that. Okay, it listened. I don't know, but it tastes like grandma's potpourri. Like the aftertaste is very potpourri-esque. It's like you're chewing on Wicks and Sticks from the 90s. It is a malevolent, like, this is the drink that fairies drink to like purify themselves before they go to, like, I don't know. This is a drink that orcs would make fun of when they see elves drinking it. I had a single sip and I don't know about this one. It does not taste like apple in the least. It's an Applejack situation. I'm not sure what the apple juice is doing. I'm not sure what anything is doing in here. I can tell you what, though, I can barely taste the mushrooms over the cinnamon, clove, and licorice. And then this aftertaste that I can only describe as chewing on that kind of 90s potpourri. It's so, oof. Well, I guess it's good that we're going back in time to the 90s. I only had a single sip of it, and I don't know about this one. It's not making my tummy hurt, so that's good. But the flavor is now the bark bits are like, I need to, hold on, I'm gonna try to get a photo of this. I'm gonna try to get a photo just so people can know. I'll post this to the RetroPals Discord later. Oh, that's not good. Here, I'm gonna put it by my Steam Deck for aesthetic value. There. Oh, okay. Bad. Yeah, actually, I do need a floss. It's a functional beverage, but I'm not sure what the function is other than to taste like potpourri. Chat, I gotta move away from this aura. I've been talking about this terrible drink for like 10 minutes. I gotta move on. Oh boy. Okay, here we go. Here we fucking go. Oh, it's still. Yeah, it's a dysfunctional beverage. Chat. We got multimedia to go through, and I got some good ones for you today, some really interesting ones. I decided we would go through multimedia about history. So we've got jazz, we got Haight-Ashbury in the 60s, we got Apollo 13, we got some other stuff. So we got a bunch of stuff to go through. We ought to learn something today. I know I learned not to buy these again, this Kin Euphorics garbage. But first, let's do our first multimedia title of the day. From 1996, we have Makers of the 20th Century. 20th century's gone now. Do you like my do you like my screensaver, chat? Chat, do you like my screensaver? Yeah, it's gay and Joker Man. Thank you for loving it. Hold on. There we go. All right, let's get started here. Makers of the 20th century. Refurb, thank you for the 5-month resub. Appreciate it. No, that's the wrong one. Is it not? It's not here. Okay, I gotta do it this way. That's fine. Just make it complicated for me. All right, yeah, I remember this. Hold on. There is a way to go through this. Just give me a second. I got to go to setup, and then I got to go here, and this will run it. There we go. Hold on. This is so multimedia. I fucking love it. So yeah, this is one of the most multimedia things I've ever played with. Thank you, Camberti. And 7-month resub. History will be written by the victors, but will always finds a way. That's true. All right. She was born in Czechoslovakia. She lives in California, but her spiritual home is a leafy sub. Okay. I didn't mean. I meant. Can I? Look at this volume meter. Okay, I'm sorry. Who am I gonna stop at? This guy. Fred Astaire! Oh yeah, let's learn about Fred Astaire. That would be Muhammad Ali, sir. I don't know why I'm calling the game sir. Hollywood's Lord of Dance. What about him? What about the senses? Communist poet wrote for Hollywood to make ends meet, but he would have been happy working. All right. So this is so multimedia in that you don't really know what's going on. It just kind of happens, and it's just kind of. It just kind of occurs. Fuck. Boob. I guess not really. More of a butt in that situation. So, am I gonna learn something? Or are we just fucking around here? That is Boon. Yeah, that is. Yeah. Now what? Do I click on these? Okay, let's click here. I don't want to make a Thor machine. I want to know items. No, I guess chapters. Okay, here we go. All right, that's a lot of words. I'm not reading all that to you. Whoa, 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 what was that? It just flew across and I clicked on it and it gave me a thing. Okay, we're cool. We're cool. We're cool. Let's, talk about his sex appeal. That's fine. That's fine. What? No, fuck, I got... This is... I love multimedia. We got mind, power, body, senses, discovery, and design. I guess we'll do these in order. Mind. I would say I'm learning a lot, but I don't think I am. Good music. Okay. Very wet. Let's learn about, I don't care about Billy Graham, Bertrand Russell. Oh, Franz Kafka. Yeah. I want to learn about Franz Kafka. Yeah.
When Gregor Samsa awoke one morning from uneasy dreams, he found himself transformed in his bed into a gigantic insect.
I know, that's his famous thing. Insect. All right. Chapters. Whoa. What's that say? It's often safer to be in chains than to be free, said Kafka. Thank you. Any items? Oh, let's go to Troubled Soul. Look at baby Kafka with his toy. I want to know about this toy. I want to know more about that. What else we got? Oh my God, there's so many things. Kafka's short stories are like scenes from nightmares. His story in the penal colony describes a torture machine and a prison to which convicts are bound while some unknown commandment is tattooed on their bodies. The prisoners always die of the procedure. Sounds cool. All right. There's another young Kafka. There's a Kafka with the babe as it happens. Okay, book review. More Kafka. Many critics have argued that Kafka's social and philosophical attitudes derive from his personal circumstances. No shit! Do you think people's social and philosophical attitudes might all derive from personal circumstances? Sorry, that was a little mean of me. We got more.
Als Gregor Samsa eines Morgens aus unruhigen Träumen erwachte, fand er sich in seinem Bett zu einem ungeheuren Ungeziefer verwandelt. Er lag auf seinem panzerartig hartem Rücken und sah, wenn er seinen Kopf ein wenig hob, seinen gewölbten, braunen, von bogenförmigen Versteifungen geteilten Bauch, auf dessen Höhe sich die Bettdecke zum gänzlichen Niedergleiten bereit kaum noch halten konnte. Seine vielen, im Vergleich zu seinem sonstigen Umfang kläglich dünnen Beine flimmerten ihm hilflos vor den Augen.
The publication of the trial was bedeviled by controversy over the order of chapters. Oh, that's crazy. All right, that's a lot about Franz Kafka. Where else can we go? Yeah,
When Gregor Samsa awoke
Kafka
one morning
is
from
kind of
uneasy
darkly
dreams,
funny, if I
he
recall.
found
Let's go
himself
back.
transformed
Who else we got here? Whoa!
One is not born a woman, one becomes a woman. No biological, psychological, or economic destiny can determine how the human female will appear in society.
You're not wrong, lady. All right, let's see some photos. Okay. Hold on, I gotta catch it. Oh, okay, gotta catch the fact. Sartre said that Bouvier had the intelligence of a man and the sensitivity of a woman. That is sexist, my guy. After the war, making books, sounds good. What's this do? Okay, cool. The world was nuts on this boy. The world has never been nuts on a boy. I don't know what you're talking about, game. Was the world nuts on James Joyce? Such a very strange way to word something. Betty Friedman is going crazy here. Look at her go. Sorry. That would be Elvis. Okay. Myths of women. I'm looking for... All right. Yeah, it is absurd. Oh, hey, hold on. her son is a new man. It's evolution, she says. Okay. Good. More views. I'm looking for videos. This does have videos in it. Back to the mind.
The feminine mystique has succeeded in burying millions of American women alive.
That looks cool. Let's go back to the... I think we've done a lot of the mind. Let's see what else we can do. And Betty spins infinitely. Isn't she fantastic? Who's this? He's in jail. George Orwell. George Orwell's on top looking down on us like, ooh. Mother Teresa. What? Oh, okay. Virginia Woolf. Anyone else? Sigmund Freud. Let's take a peek at him.
The interpretation of dreams is the royal road to a knowledge of the unconscious activities of the mind.
It is. This is a very, very strong vibe, Inari. This whole thing is a vibe. Chat, I'm staring at the can again. I think that to discover my unconscious mind, I need to have more of this light wave, kin euphorics, functional beverage from modern rich. Oh, hold on. I got to catch this. Gotta catch a fact. Fuck. I missed the fact. The fact went by. The fact is gone. What about the unconscious mind? Any video? I want a photo of him smoking a huge cigar. No, none of this is him smoking a huge cigar, like the biggest cigar you can see, like so big it looks like it's from a Tom of Finland drawing. Mind cure? No cigars. No cigar here either. Yeah, you don't know what women want? Well, that's your own fucking problem, Freud. I wish this was Lightwave 3D. All right, we're going...
The interpretation of dreams is the royal road...
Yeah, dude. Who else we got? Sussery, Hemingway, Billy Graham. Okay, let's go back to Worlds. What else we see here? Catch two feminist speakers on the spinning sofa. In mind, whatever. What about power? I wonder how you explore power. Who led the critics of Mary Dance by announcing her retirement on Over 10? Okay, this is different. Well, we're Americans, so let's go to America. Yeah. Okay. Can I click on anything? No. Whoa. Chat, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. What am I even doing? Okay, I found Martin Luther King. Okay. Okay. I would like to see items. None. Okay. I really am actually surprised there's no video because I've seen video. Oh, here we go.
The main thing I want to say to you is fear not.
That's right.
We've gone too far to turn back.
That's right.
Let us be calm. We are together. We are not afraid. And we shall overcome. We are going to continue to stand up for what we know is right. And that Alabama will have to face the fact that we are determined to be free.
I think that the writing saying that the white segregationists were venting their anger, I think that's a little off. I think maybe you should say they were, venting their anger. They were being racist. You can say that. We're not. I know it's 1996, but you can call the white segregationists racist. You don't have to say they were venting their anger. That's a little weak there, makers. Damn. What else we got here?
I have a dream.
Hey, we got audio.
That one day.
This was by News Corp? That News Corp? Well, thank you for letting me know, Code Man. That's crazy. Oh, hold on.
That all men are created equal.
All right, anything else? Cool. What about legacy?
I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted. Every hill and mountain shall be made low. The rough
Hold on, we got another.
will be made plain, and the crooked places will be made straight. And
I did not know that he didn't leave a will. That we're all learning something. Who else is in the power of America? There is a powerful man behind the smoked glass in that Middle Eastern limousine. What the fuck does that mean? You will find him spinning in his hut if you want to encounter the... No, I respect Martin Luther King, but we're moving on from him. That's why the London Times is quoted so much. It's fascinating. Okay, let's go back. Let's go... Actually, I want to go this way. Malcolm X. What's this way? I want to see if Nixon is here. Who is this? No, back up. No, who? Okay, we're just moving along. Don't worry about it. Whoa, what was that? Don't press here. Okay, if you don't press here, it brings you all the way back to the beginning. Look for the spinning Gandhi. So, okay, I'm figuring this out. I can go this way. Can I? This is, makers. Oh, yeah, Rosa Parks. All right. Yeah, let's learn about the bus boycott. Any video? In other states in the 50s, damn. I did not know Texas banned racial segregation on public transport in 56. I'm learning something. I'm still can't describe them to saying that the white segregationists were venting their anger. That's a very News Corp way to say it. Okay, what else we got? Yep. Again, going down the road. Where am I going here? Where am I? I'm somewhere else entirely. What's this? It's Oprah Winfrey! Can I learn about her? Yes. Certainly you've got Oprah clips. Celebrity. Show me Oprah clip. Oprah info. Oprah was Miss Fire Prevention? Okay, Oprah. I didn't know you had that in you. That's cool.
It is a forum for people expressing their innermost feelings and letting the rest of the world know that they're not alone, I think.
All right, that is Oprah. Nothing, this is pre-Dr. Phil, Dr. Oz. Let's move. Who else we got? Where are we? Hear his words in mind world. All right, Emmeline. What else we got here? Michael Collins just floating on by. Bye, Michael. We're being arrested. We're being killed. Cool, the self-proclaimed master of terrorism. Cool. Are we going to get terrorized? The number of reported terrorists. Cool. I bet it's peaked more now. Look at that beautiful shot. A terrorist debut! Sorry, this is the way they're writing this. OPEC. Yeah, that happens. Carlos the Jackal, huh? Carlos has been named. Okay, he's done a lot of massacres. A lot of... he symbolized the glamour and horror of international terrorism. Sounds great. All right, I think we've done enough of power. American power, there's a lot here. No, worlds. Worlds. Worlds! All right, I said I wasn't, She is in Power World. Sorry, the way that these are written is so good. Let's check out body. Again, it's Elvis. All right. I said I was going to take another sip of this euphoric... Hello? Where the fuck are we, chat? Body world is fucked up. Let's go to medicine. Chat? Margaret Sanger, okay. Patrick, Christian Bernard, Paul Eriks, Francis, Crick and Watson, Fleming, Dr. Spock. Okay. Kimber, Smebble, thank you for the 7-month resub. This is Cool World. So let's learn about the pill. Are we going to get a photo of the pill? Hey! Yeah, I don't care. I really like the design on Demula 50. I think that looks nice. All right, people are fucking. They're doing good. Oh, shit, Smebble. Thank you for gifting 5 subs to the community. I really appreciate that. Oh, thank you for the birthday subs. Damn, thank you. Let's learn about more of the pill. We got any other pill photos? Contraceptive ban, reaffirmed by Pope. Pope would do that. Oh, here's something about medical fears. 30 years on the pill. That's right. Body. What else we got in the body? Big subs. Yes, thank you. Big, beautiful birthday sub. Let's go to fashion. Is that all you have is Coco Chanel? You have no other fashion other than the Nazi. Nowhere. Thank you for the 11-month resub. It's not a stream baby. It's not, but it's appreciated. Who do we have in sport? Let's learn about Michael Jordan. I said let's learn about Michael Jordan. Oh! What the fuck? She was playing basketball. Yeah, I know about... I need to go back to her playing basketball. Yeah. I wish there was, video, but that's okay. So I'm going to click on Michael Jordan again, and I'm going to let her do her interpretive basketball dance while I take a sip of this horrible drink.
Come on. Yeah.
Blech! Bad. Okay, I'm going to click on some of the other sports to see what else she'll do. Pele. Chat, I hope you're okay with us clicking on every single sport. This is why I play multimedia. Muhammad Ali, you go, girl. You're not even in the ring. Okay, that's fine. Jesse Owens. Martina Navratilova. Cool fake, Great noises. Olga Korbut, who the hell is she? Ah, gymnast. Great. Roger Bannister. Chat, what are we doing? I want to see if she's going to be Coco Chanel if I click on Coco Chanel. Okay. Will she be anything if I click on dance? All right, let's try this. Okay, it's probably just all gonna be dancing, which, you know, that makes sense. It is dance. That was awful. I love that. Like, her dance was good, but the way they edited it was dog shit. Anyway, Isadora Duncan. And last but not least, Martha Graham. Okay, and that is the world of body. Insane. I don't know. Dog boy? Senses. Okay, this ought to be good. Which man put millions of women on the pill? Their doctor. Oh, it's just this again. No, we already did this. This is the only game you've got? You don't have, like, you know... No, we're going back to Worlds. This is News Corp, you fucked it up. All right, we're checking out Taste. Oh, taste isn't here. It's discovery. Okay. Okay. We're good. We're good. It's discovery time. I don't know. What's the connection between Alfred Hitchcock and my ass? Oh, I hate this section. I've done this before. It's all in the dark. And you have to find John Chico Mendez, Edwin Hubble, Werner von Braun, Neil Armstrong, the volume. Stephen Hawking, Barbara Ward, Rachel Carson, Louis Leakey, Edmund Hillary, Ernest Rutherford, Oppenheimer, we know about that guy, Lovelock, Einstein, there's a guy we can learn about. I don't like the way they talked about virtual reality having a midwife.
The historic equation E equals mc squared, by its unexpected simplicity, almost embodies the pure idea of the key. Bare, linear, made of one metal, opening with a wholly magical ease, a door which had resisted the desperate efforts of centuries. Popular imagery faithfully expresses this. Photographs of Einstein show him standing next to a blackboard covered with mathematical signs of obvious complexity. But cartoons of Einstein, the sign that he has become a legend, show him chalk still in hand.
Zigapod, thank you for the sub!
As if without preparation, the magic formed of the world.
All right, that's some Einstein for you. I was hoping for, and I guess not video, but any type of whatever. That's okay. What? No, fuck, wrong button. Oh, I can. Do you think I can find homosexuality? H. No, I'm not seeing homosexuality. Nationality, gender, timeline, connections, images. That's what I'm talking about. A lot of powerful people here. Senses has Ray Kroc. Yeah, what can you tell me about Ray Kroc? Which student of mummies could never understand what women wanted? No, I don't know. All right, I want to see a gay hamburglar. Straight. I don't know about that kid. Straight. Probably straight. I don't know. That could be a little gay. I don't know. Yeah, Roy Kroc fucking sucked. Oh my god. I'm going to random search again before we put this game in the old, that would be Madonna. We would put this game in the old go away pile. That guy. Who cursed the demon drink? I don't know, dude, but I'm drinking the demon drink right now. Oh, Satra, what are the barricades of the mind? I'm looking for videos. No video. Existentialism. Can't you give me some video on existentialism? Oh, we're doing the Albert Camus sidebar. Yeah, the video on existentialism is just a black void. Oh my gosh. Well, I think we went through... Did we go through design? I don't think we did design. What the fuck? Let's go to this room. The bleak soup today, Big Bear's Cave, and welcome, is Euphorics, Light Wave, Grounding Calm, Mushroom, and Licorice, and Clove. That's true. Baird made the first TV transmission. TV is actually a pretty interesting history. It existed earlier in Europe than in America, and we didn't even get the initial kind of TV that they got in Europe, which was disc-based. Yeah. Show me early footage. Impact of TV, it's done a lot. It's made us all go crazy. Yeah, Euphorics is an amazing brand name. They're here in Austin, so their address is on the can, so I could just go down to their address and be like, hey, make a better drink, and see what they do. Let's see what's in room 3. Remember, who was he? God. It's a gun. Bill Gates? Oh, did I miss Alan Turning? Fuck! Yeah.
Everyone,
here we
in
go.
10 to
Here's
15 years'
video.
Time, will be able to carry around a wallet PC, smaller than today's wallet. Will certainly supersede all of its functions. You can have thousands of pictures of your children if you like. Easy to call up. You can have your tickets all stored in electronic form. No need.
I'm pissed off he was right about this.
Or anything like that. You'll be able to receive messages, news bulletins. In fact, the machine over time will learn what you're interested in.
Well, it shouldn't. All right, let's find... Oh, Terror Alley is where Pablo Escobar is. Good. All right, where's Alan Turning? There we go. Alan Turning. Hey, Alan. Uh-huh. I'm looking for anything based on gay. Yeah, he died. Here we go. It mentions the word homosexual right here and there. So, folks, I can officially say makers of the 20th century says homosexuality. All right, it's all about discrimination against gay men and women. It was fortunate for the Allied war effort that Alan Turning's homosexuality was not known while he was at... Yeah, I'd say so. Okay. I agree that we need to appreciate Alan Turning. Sorry, I keep calling him Turning, like, you know. All right. Hey, Bob, we're going through bonkers multimedia here. The code-breaking center at Bletchley Park was also fair. Okay. I'm going to go to help, see if help does anything. It just tells you what to do. All right, back to design. We got, Apple. this here? The fuck? Oh, it's a zipper. Sexy. Wait, what's this? Credit card. Fuck off. No one cares about that. Okay, we got this. Anything else? I like that. Okay, I think I've unlocked all the doodads and thingamabobs in the design world. I've almost been playing this thing for almost an hour. It's time to move on. Well, that was Makers of the 20th Century, a very aesthetic, extremely aesthetic, very this is one of the most multimedia discs I've ever played. Check it out. It runs real easy in RetroArch. You can probably get it running in PCEM. It's got a lot going for it. I need to drink another sip of this soda. I don't wanna. Oh, let's quit. Quit. Okay, there we go. I guess we gotta look at the credits. Zappa Digital Arts. They did a good job. Yo! There goes the researcher. Fuck off, researcher. For more look at this. This is such a good aesthetic. And is a part of Rupert Murdoch's News Corporation. Okay. Let's quit. All right, that was Makers of the 20th Century. A very multimedia game. All right, let's take another sip. Chat. Let me show you what I'm drinking. Wait. There we go. If you're new here, if you just came into the stream, I'm drinking this. One of the worst ever. I've had 3 sips and I've barely been able to do it. I would rather drink 20 Jocos. Here we go. I took a big sip. Bad idea. Bad. All right, let's try something better. It's time for Herbie Hancock presents Living Jazz. Actually, hold on. There we go. Oh boy. All right. Okay. Every time I take a sip, I do not feel better. I feel worse and angrier. I'm fine. I'm not mad. Don't tell people I was mad. All right, chat. I gotta go away from the computer for like 5 seconds. I will be back in about a minute. Enjoy the screensaver when it comes up. You'll never believe what it says.
Let's hear it for Jimmy Thud Trucker.
Something about
I'm back and the screensaver didn't show up. That's sad. Let's make the screensaver show up.
My life is nothing but pain.
It just seemed like another sad case of people killing each other.
Fiddledy fester, it's time for the jester, but first we need to see my beautiful screensaver again. Look, it's Gay and Joker Man. Joker Man is the official font of jesters. If you weren't aware, in fact, chat, let's do something real quick here. Let's close this. Chat, I need to do something very important. Click properties. Settings. That's it. Okay, this is fine, but I need to go to advanced. No. Normal fonts. I wish I could. How do I think it's under themes. Hold on, chat. I need to change a very important thing about this theme. First, we go to accessories. No, fuck, that's not it. Shit. Balls. We go to desktop themes. And we go to, how the fuck do I change the pointer sounds, etc.? Visuals. Are you not letting me change the font? Are you a bastard who will not let me change the font to Joker Man? How do I... Fonts. Control panel, you're right. I know I'm taking up too much time, and I appreciate you all waiting, but I really need to put the font in Joker Man. You understand? That. You know, this is something I should have done ahead of time. I just thought it would be fun. Display? I thought I did display. System. It's fine. It's fine that I can't do Joker Man. I'm not mad. Don't tell the internet I was mad. Effects. Appearance. Here we go. No, scheme. No. It won't let me. Look at this. No. Let me be Joker Man. Why won't you let me be Joker Man? Oh, okay. Let's try again. Last try. There we go. Thank you all for putting up with the Joker as he Joker Mans it. There we go. There we go. Isn't that readable, folks? It's the Joker Man. All right, now we can actually go on to the game we picked. Let's do some living jazz. Or should. All right, looks like living jazz we got it the old-fashioned way. Jazz high, jazz low. Jazz low, please. Graphic zone. Okay. There's a lot going on here. Let's go to, where do I start? Let's start with the Chicago newsstand. Hey, 7.6. I want a cigar. Okay, an article about jazz being sinful. Unspeakable jazz must go. I disagree. Okay.
Okay, boys, get ready.
Big Bill Brunzi. No. I wanna... No. I need to click on the radio.
There are hundreds of bands, jazz orchestras, and syncopated entertainers whose fame the radio has broadcast into millions of homes, from city streets to the loneliest farmlands. We tune in on a mighty rhythm to which millions of people are tapping their toes, the pulse beat of America. Across the nation, the trombones blare, the banjos wang, and the clarinets pipe the
wang.
Rhythm. Across the nation, the same new tunes that will be generations old before the week is out are hammered home to the same vast audience from 100 different places. If it is true that from 20 to 30 million Americans are listening in on the radio every evening, then for a large part of that evening, they are listening in on the greatest single sweep of synchronized and syncopated rhythm that human ingenuity has yet conceived.
Cool. Very cool. Let's go to the Chicago Grill. Let's go. Yeah, Bobinator. I love the previous game also had a really interesting interface. I really absolutely adore multimedia interfaces. I guess since Prohibition is happening, the only drinks they would have would be the Kin Euphorics, alcohol-free modern ritual drinks. So why don't I taste some? Another one of this terrible drink. Bad. Can I go on the jazz bus? The jazz bus.
We had these wonderful people who always enjoyed us and would have a place for us to stay in their home and would fix food for us and make you feel wonderful. Really, make you feel absolutely wonderful.
I just want you to know that if I ever met a jazz legend, I would never make them drink the thing that I have drunk. Oh shit, Louis Armstrong, let's fucking go. Ooh, Herbie Hancock on Satchmo.
Louis Armstrong was able to cross so many bridges to the human spirit through his music. He got the best out of jazz, out of pop music, for so many generations. And he was a great singer.
He was.
What made him a great
He
singer
was, I should say.
was not any kind of golden quality to his voice. His voice was very raspy. But the feeling, what Louis Armstrong had that nobody could ever take away, was deep feeling that was translated through his horn, through his voice, through his life. And it touched everybody. Right out of the lips and right out of the life of Louis Armstrong, translated not only through his horn and through his voice, but through all the horns of all of the people that came after him, and even through some piano players like myself.
Okay. All right, I think that's enough of the jester, so, fiddle-dee-quester, no more jester.
Is anyone finer in the state of Carolina? If there is, then you know. Show to me.
Here? How do I... Okay, what else can I click on here? What's this? Boogie Woogie Joe that's shaking the city. I wonder if I can get coffee at the cafe. Oh my god! He's huge! Listen, we all want giants to play jazz for us. We all want this. I want to go downtown to downtown Austin and a large man to be playing jazz for me. What's in the back door? Prohibition! Dun dun dun! Secret booze!
Quick, everybody, drink up. Hey, Nick, drop those bottles. Take a look at that. Okay. Hey, Gus, sure that's the last now? Hey, all right. Take it easy. Why did you push it? Come on.
How many floors do
They went over and over the house. Upstairs, they searched the closets inch by inch. They'd only known it, they could have stretched a coat hanger across two hooks, closed an electric circuit, shoved back the rear closet wall, and walked right into a secret storeroom, packed to the ceiling with liquor.
Cool.
Some of them went down to the cellar. They tapped the walls for secret rooms, but they found nothing. They didn't know about the piece of wire near the olive bottles, how to poke it in and contact the big electric lock. Heavy bolts would have snapped back. 2 tons of brick would have opened into the main cellar.
Holy moly.
Thousands of dollars worth of fine liquors and rare wine.
That's genius, y'all. Okay. Shout out to our Prohibition ancestors. What's that do? Let's go home. What else can we look at? Look at this. You can just... This is so interesting. I'm going to gallery. The Big Beat That Jammed a Nation. Part 1. Chat, there is so much
From the
here.
flying hands of Africans, whose speed was so swift it was a blur. When they pulled voices from skinheads of drums, they shaped into songs that moved like forms of dancers. The blurring hands sculpted out of pure air, and whose fingers and palms stirred leaping rhythms pulled from the heartbeats of drums there. Like improvised syncopation, a singular vision and culture that flew across the vast Atlantic Ocean. Like a bird in the minds of those noble chained people. There, in hulls of slave ships, memories of these people, blue-black as midnight hues with bruises, and whose eyes mostly blinked bright as any twinkling stars, up in the midnight blues, up in the midnight blues.
Chat, this is one of the sickest and coolest multimedia discs I've ever played with. This is so good. This is so good. Oh, John Coltrane. Yeah. I'm gonna get absolutely dinged, but we're listening to favorite things. Sorry, Coltrane's my favorite jazz musician. I'm gonna make you all listen to him. I'm risking the DMCA. I love it so much. Cool. What else we got? Thelonious Monk Street Sounds. What's Street Sounds? Tell me about the Street Sounds, Multimedia. Dress Heritage, Congo Square, Marketplace Songs, Homemade Instruments, Shoeshine Kids. Okay, but I gotta go with the Spasm Band. That's a great name. Sick. Vaudeville. Tell me about Vaudeville. The Cotton Club Tramp Band. Good name. Stomp didn't do a CD-ROM, I don't think.
A big queen. What's got his name? What's got chicks that goes out the scene? Now did you see that fool do the rumble? Oh, when he gets together, he makes thunder. Thank you, cats, hot enough. Oh, look out, cats, mug yourself.
Hey Quinn, we're going through Herbie Hancock Presents Living Jazz, a very cool multimedia CD that I'm having a blast going through. Online won't work, but let's see what's backstage. Oh, it's everything. Okay. It's, oh man, it's all about how they made this. The Graphics Zone video department needed 4 Power Macintosh computers. An avid media composer, 40 gigabytes of hard drive space. That was a lot back then. Adobe Illustrator, After Effects, Power Tools. Man, this is interesting. Art Davis. BBC Worldwide Art. This is such a well-documented multimedia CD-ROM. I have not seen one that... CD-ROMs have garnered the unfortunate reputation of merely repurposing previously existing media rather than creating original content. The Big Beat That Jammed a Nation is one of the rare exceptions in which world-class artists come together to create new and original content for this interactive platform. You know what? There's a lot here, but I'm going to go through the rest of the Big Beat That Jammed a Nation since that is original content just for this. Because this is, man, okay, let's go home. I'm going to go to the guide. Navigator. Okay, it's just... How do I use an art link? What is an art link? Color for icon. There's a lot going... Oh my God!
I'm Herbie Hancock.
Hi, Herbie.
Host for this guided tour of Living Jazz. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to share some inside information before you go off exploring on your own.
Okay.
So sit back, relax,
Okay.
and let's jam.
I have a relaxing drink. It's not that relaxing.
They say home is where the heart is. And here it is. This is the place you'll find everything you need to get around inside this CD-ROM. That picture you see of Storyville is a navigational device that allows you to move through the streets and find a place to dig in. Now watch the mouse cursor and see how we travel.
I wish Herbie Hancock guided me through like every multimedia CD-ROM. Yep.
See that list of locations below the window? You can get to these places by clicking on the name of the location, and you're there. And don't forget about the new Jazz Horizons. Follow that highlighted arrow to find out what is and what will be in the evolution of the big beat.
Ooh.
Okay, now that you've got all that figured out, let's take a little trip.
Where?
Here we are, in one of the areas of Storyville. These old shacks are called cribs, but you'll get to those on your own. For now, take a look at the water tower up there and get a taste of how America's musical migration came about.
That's where the jazz animaniacs live.
Now, that colorful illustration you see is called an art link.
Okay.
You'll find these popping up from time to time as you go through this interactive adventure. And when you see one, roll over it and it will tell you where you can go from here. Click on it, and you'll be transported to that place in American history, like this.
Trains are cool. Hi.
Glad you made it. Now, here we are in Southside Chicago in the 1920s. What's Chicago got to do with trains in Storyville, you say? Well,
trains go to
that's
Chicago.
how the sound of the black experience down south got to the white musicians up north. Here we go.
Exactly. The problem with this disc is it's too good, and I'm going to be spending all my time here. Like, I don't want to interrupt. I like listening to the jazz. I don't have anything to say.
See
I
how
feel
music,
bad.
Movement, and the different eras linked together? This is only the tip of the musical iceberg. And believe me, there's more to check out. You're only limited by your imagination and curiosity.
Okay.
Oh, now would be a good time to tell you about another feature. If
What?
you ever get lost or just want to go back to the beginning, just press the home icon. It's right up there in the upper left corner.
It's right here. Yeah, right over here. Home.
Think of the home button as a shortcut to the beginning of the disc. Well, that's about everything you need to get started on the journey.
Okay.
Except for a sense of adventure.
Oh, I
And
got
it looks
that.
like you've got that already.
Yeah, thank
So
you.
check it out for yourself and experience living jazz, the evolution of a jam nation.
So there's just so much here. I can't do it all even within a few hours. So I'm going to go and show off one more thing. And that's going to be the big beat that jammed a nation since it was made for this CD-ROM. Part 2.
And they brought the big beat here, pulsating from their memories of Africa to America. Brought the big beat here, beating in time with their hearts, in time with their drumming feet. Brought it down to New Orleans, married it to the French Marseillaise, a rhythm brought over from France by a woman who fell in love with the deep song of a midnight blues singer from Africa, whose music was also his touch and his eyes. And a sweetness like hers, both magical and mysterious. And they had a child whose skin was cafe au lait in tone, and who carried the sweet music of both of them around with him in his heart, but he came out blind, but with the heart and soul of a pure angel. and they named him Sidney.
Hey, Sidney.
His love of music served both his eyes and ears, filling up with music of Marie Laveau, Voodoo, Hoodoo. And they called him Sidney. They called him Sidney.
All right, part 3.
Sidney moved through the red light district streets, tapping his cane on concrete, jingle jangle in his pockets. Dance steps frenzying his feet with a shimmy. He shook on down past old Tom Anderson's, and then up to the Frenchman's place to hear all them musicians hit those 88s. Tony Jackson ragging the keys, Creoles and blacks and whites up on their feet, millionaires and scumbags headed for a potter's grave, rubbing up against each other, clean, fluttering in a sea of rainbow faces out on the floor, dancing and singing without a care in the world, as long as the music was hot up in that space, doing the do at the Frenchman's place.
All right, part 4. Yeah, this was originally created just for the CD-ROM, which is why I'm showing it off, because I want to show it off.
Carrying the spirit of the music, despite being called a coon and a nigger. He rose above it all, carrying love in his sweet human heart, soaking up everything, including all those nude photographs printed out in fading black and white in Papa Ernest Belloc's photo studio, where naked women, stretched out in full blooming glory, luscious in those staged bourgeois, underneath risque white wall hangings framed against.
Yeah, I was kind of worried I was going to see some nudity, but
the lyrics of party ballads stroked pleasure from Sidney as he experienced the great hot, spicy cabbage.
Hot, spicy cabbage.
And when the old streets of Storyville closed down, Sidney became the spirit of the music as it flew north to Chicago, where it metamorphosized into voices of Jelly Roll Morton, Buddy Bolden, Louis Armstrong, and Sidney Bechet, flying straight up as an arrow to pierce the blue heart of the blue chest of a new sky, ragging that old-time Basin Street shuffle all golden up in the blue, tumbling its way end over end through blue heavens, tumbling its golden light to our riveted view toward Chicago and a new day, where it would enter a new heart and a new person like you.
Like me?
And that person is you. And you hear the true spirit of America singing from that shining, tumbling trumpet up there in all that blue. Feeling. Hear the true music speaking to carry forward the gift of Storyville into the future, hearing into the ears of the heart, the big beat jamming the nation, transforming itself like all evolving creativity. The big beat jamming a nation, transforming the spirit, the big beat pumping in time with the heart. The big beat pumping in time.
Y'all keep mentioning, I guess I did try to go see Sinners in the theater, but by the time when I went to the movie theater that day, all of AMC's projection stuff was down, like chain wide, so I couldn't go see it. But it's on HBO now, so I could just go do that. I do want to see New Jazz Horizons. You've got Wayne Shorter, Amanda Perazo, Herbie Hancock, New Jazz Horizons, Brightest Stars. You got a lot here in the sky, but I want to see who the new stars are of jazz. Herbie Hancock, Santana, Stanley Clarke, Miles Davis, Chick Corea, Wayne Shorter, Jimi Hendrix, John Williams. You know what? It's his CD-ROM. Let's hear from Herbie. Oh, it's just text. That's fine. Who's rising? The Kennedy family of jazz. I haven't heard a lot of stuff, but I respect it. Okay. I was hoping it would have like Herbie Hancock. What are the highlights? Oh, it just highlights it all for you. That's nice. That's useful. What's backstage again? Oh yeah, it's just how they did this. I forgot. All right, that's enough of Herbie Hancock presents Living Jazz, but this is on archive. I highly recommend you get it and dig through it because it's really good. Unfortunately, yes, I am sure I want to quit. Great. So far, the first two multimedia CD-ROMs we've played have been genuinely amazing. Genuinely amazing. All right. I was Living Jazz. Oh yeah, and I changed the font to Joker Man. This is why you don't turn me into a jester, because I do things like that. All right. That was Living Jazz with Herbie Hancock. What else we got on the docket here? I got a lot more. We're going to have to skip some of these. Okay, so I think I know what I'm doing. I think I'm just gonna cut out one of the videos. It was really boring, and we'll just do a little video here. Okay, we're gonna skip one of the videos we were gonna watch because it was honestly a little dry and kind of boring. But the other video we have on docket is really good. But we've got more CD-ROMs to go through, so let's do Haight-Ashbury in the 60s. This one also has a bonkers interface, which is why I wanted to show it off. See you, Scarlet Swordfish. The video in question is Walter Cronkite presents Our IBM Heritage, and it is intensely dry. But I thought it would be interesting in a little bit, but I think maybe I'll do that another time. There's a ton more history multimedias to go through. Was it Voyager or Arts? No. Okay. Haight-Ashbury. Hey. Be cool while loading. All right. We can tune in, turn on, or drop out. Let's tune in.
This is the reference section. You can look up things by topic. You can check out the Oracle pages. You can play the music videos and interviews. And you can create your own custom playlist of the Turn On show. And if you need help, you can click the help button down there. To tune in, just click on
Let's hear it for Jimmy the Trucker.
Topics. I was hoping homosexuality would be here. No. Posters. Grateful Dead in the Land of the Dark. Cool. All right, what else we got here? Oracle 6, Aquarian woman. This might be nude. No, she's fine. Very cool. All right, let's go back. Music video. This all looks like Can I? All right, I'm gonna totally get DMCA for that, so I'm moving on. Can I go back? Do I? Okay, thank you. Video. Who wants to see Haight-Ashbury and Free Clinic?
The kids in the Haight-Ashbury are not poverty-stricken. They don't have poverty-stricken backgrounds. Many of them have gone to school, come from good homes, and for some reason they run away from home and go to the Haight-Ashbury. I think one thing that people don't realize is that the Haight-Ashbury is a symptom, not a cause, and that the kids are attracted to the Haight-Ashbury because of some deprivation, primarily intellectual deprivation, in their former mode of life. And I think this is why the middle class is so intensely involved in the Haight-Ashbury, because it is a product of the middle class. It's not a peripheral movement. It is a direct reaction against the forces that control the United States. And it's not an anarchist movement. The hippies aren't interested in any philosophy, including communism. They just want to live their own life. Many people say that this is a communist-inspired movement. They're reacting against any structured philosophy, whether it be a university or communism or whatever. They just want to live the way they want to live without structural bindings.
Yeah, Haight-Ashbury sucks now. Unfortunately, it got gentrified as all of San Francisco did. I gotta say, the robo-taxis that kill people have come to Austin, so that's cool. The funny thing is, I don't know if I probably haven't mentioned it on stream, but Elon Musk did a post where he released the map of the robo-taxis and where they'll go in Austin, and it was shaped like a penis. And then Waymo released their map, which was bigger than his, but not shaped like a penis. But the funny thing about both Elon Musk and Waymo's maps is that they very conveniently mostly go to white neighborhoods. It's very interesting. They do not go into a lot of East Austin, I'll tell you that. They really avoid East and far North Austin. And of course they avoid Runberg and Lamar because they're... I can't say what I was going to say. I would have been banned. Let's see some events. The nice thing is I live in an area where it doesn't look like it's going to hurt me. So they're never going to... Let's see some Timothy Leary at the Human Bee Inn.
Turn on, tune in, and drop out.
See, on one hand, it's like, oh man, what a bunch of discriminatory taxis, and they are. But on the other hand, these robo-taxis just suck so bad. It's kind of nice that they're not going to come near me.
Drop out of graduate school. Drop out of junior executive.
Yeah, drop out of graduate school. Fuck graduate school.
Senior executive.
Turn on. Tune in. Drop out.
The importance of that to me is that it was a demonstration on the part of the baby boom generation of their numbers, of their strength, of their clout, of their power, which is just straight quantity numbers. There were 76 million Americans born between the years 46 and 64. They were trained by Dr. Spock to be demand-fed. They were the first consumer species. They were the first electronic species. The very fact that you were an American and young meant that you deserved the world.
All right. Let's go to the Oracle. Oh, Oracle is a Haight-Ashbury newspaper type of thing. So if you want to see a lot of info on that, go there. But let's go back.
This is the reference section. You can look up things by topic, you can check out the Oracle pages, you can play the music videos and interviews, and you can create your own custom playlist of the Turn On show. And if you need help, you can click the help button down there.
Oh, Mikey, we have that in Austin too. It's really nice. I really like it. It's called Pickup, and yeah, it's like rideshare, but it's done by people who are from the bus company, so it's really good. All right, we did tune in. Let's do Turn On. Okay, hold on. Okay, we gotta quit. And then I have to do something annoying, so bear with me. Command, disk options, eject disk, command, disk options, next disk. Command, disk options. There we go. That should do it. Yeah, do you like the swirl effect? Very nice. Yeah. Give me Turn On.
This is The Rise and Fall of the Haight-Ashbury by Alan Cohen. Alan was the editor of the San Francisco Oracle, the first underground psychedelic newspaper, and one of the organizers of the Be-In. This is his story of the 60s. You can kick back and watch the show run, or you can watch one scene at a time at your own pace. You can move forward or backward in time, or you can click on things to follow tangents. And if you need help, there's a help button in that corner. To start the show, just click on me.
Oh, him. Okay.
I'm Rachel Donahue, and
Hi.
I arrived in San Francisco in February of 1964, just as the Haight-Ashbury began to morph from beatnik to hippie, a transformation that went unnoticed by the establishment. From 1964 to 1968, there swelled a gigantic wave of cultural and political change that swept first the city, then the whole United States, and then the world. In the 60s, the Haight was a working-class neighborhood, much as it is now. But back
No,
then,
it's not.
rents
It's not
were
working
cheap.
class now.
You could get 6 rooms in an apartment for about $120. Needless to say, this drew students from San Francisco State, and cooperative living became commonplace. This was the new Bohemia.
Cool.
By 1965, art and music were changing rapidly, and as if summoned by some form of silent communication, musicians from all over the West Coast were gravitating to the Bay Area. Tom Donahue, who would later start the first FM rock station, KMPX, in San Francisco, remarked to me as we approached the first
Yeah, San
Longshoremen's
Francisco's
Hall
radio
show,
history is
"It's
really
like somebody
interesting."
lifted up a giant flat rock and we all crawled out at the same time. It was a time of major upheaval in the pop music world, although not everyone was prepared to accept it. Bob Dylan was booed off the stage at the Newport Folk Festival when he played an electric guitar. The times, they were a-changin'. Tom Donahue and I, with his partner Bob Mitchell, produced the last live Beatles concert at San Francisco's Candlestick Park in August of 1966. In '65, we had put on a show at the Civic Auditorium with the Rolling Stones, the Byrds, Paul Revere and the Raiders, and some other acts, and we didn't sell out. Something was definitely up. The Bay Area music scene was far from dead, though. It was alive and well and thriving in Palo Alto, at Ken Kesey's house in La Honda, at the 1090 Page Street Collective in the Haight, and at the Matrix nightclub and Keystone Corners in San Francisco.
This is going to go on for a bit, so I just want to see that real quick. I want to see what dropout is. Okay, I got to quit, insert disc 2, and restart. Okay, quit. Hold on. Caps lock. I got to do this. Eject the disc. Next disc. Disc options. Shut the disc. Hold on. What do you mean? Fine. I inserted the wrong disc. I'm normal. All right, command, disc options, eject toggle, disc options, next disc. It's the wrong one. Disc options, next disc. Options, previous disc. There we go. Command, options, toggle. Okay, I think I got it now. All right.
Dropout is a game for one or more players. The bus comes by and you get on, that's when it all begins.
Okay. I'm going to get so DMCA'd. Be cool, man. Chat, do you know what's going on? What the fuck? Draw 4. Earthquake spills bong water on the sofa. Roommate throws you out. Lose 5 food and shelter points. Fuck! Throw out all your leather shoes because cows have souls too. Gain 10 hypnus points. Okay. Do drug counseling while peaking on acid. Turn around everyone's bum trip. Get a job on the LSD hotline. Gain 10 love points. Gain 10 food and shelter points. Okay. Memorize the entire Kama Sutra. Gain 15 love points and 5 spirituality points. Okay. But what now?
The Love Pageant Rally, the first free public outside rock and roll concert on the day LSD was to become illegal by state edict, October 6th, 1966. The idea for the concert developed when the visionary artist Michael Bowen and
Rug
I
store.
were sitting in a coffee house watching a parade of hippies protesting a pot bust of the 1090 Page Street commune, where Big Brother and the holding company first formed and performed. The procession was marching up Haight Street toward the Park Police Station, holding signs and angrily shouting, Down with fascism. We thought that there must be a less confrontational way to voice our protests than yet another angry demonstration, leading to more arrests and reprisals.
Help organize the Love Pageant rally with Alan Cohen and Michael. I got 12 food and shelter points. It's a long game. I'll just do a few more rounds before I move on to the next disc, because I have 3 more discs to go through.
Ron and Jay Thelon's Psychedelic Shop was the psychic center and meeting place for the new culture.
Nice.
They sold books about the psychedelic experience and Eastern religions and Western occult philosophy, a few poetry books, madrasas, pipes, and bead necklaces.
Get a part-time job in the Psychedelic Shop and learn how to use joint rolling machines. Gain 50 food and shelter points and reputation for rolling the meanest fatties west of Haight Street. Well, chat, we're rolling the meanest fatties west of Haight Street. I think... How do I leave? There we go. Let's go back. Let's go back, please. There we go.
Drop out is a game for 1 or more players. The bus comes by and you get on, that's when it all begins.
Let's quit here. So that was the Haight-Ashbury experience. I think that's another really interesting multimedia disc. Not as interesting as Living Jazz or Makers of the 20th Century, but it's got a lot going for it. I thought that was interesting. You're right, that's true. That's 60s weed, the fatties that were being rolled. The fatties that were rolled now would absolutely kill a hippie. All right, next up is Apollo 13, A Race Against Time. This may have been made to, capitalize on a certain movie that came out around that time. All right, we've got Apollo 13, A Race Against Time. Maybe if they weren't rolling such big fatties, they wouldn't be racing against time. But what do I know? I don't roll fatties. I roll normalies. I've never seen Leprechaun in Space, but I have seen Leprechaun Back to the Hood, and I really enjoyed it. Arts and Letters, Apollo 13. By the Computer Support Corporation. Okay, first of all, we're checking the encyclopedia to see if there's any homosexuality. Oh boy, this is... Wow, you click on back to go back to where you were. Okay. You got an image, the cast of Apollo 13. We got an image gallery. Okay, this return to console. Let's do some interviews. Play video.
Well, the accident is a classic aircraft accident, which and I was an old accident.
Oh, it's the same Arts and Letters that did clip art CDs? Okay.
It was caused by a series of events that overcame either the pilot and or the spacecraft, or the airplane in the case of an airplane. The accident was set up 5 years before we took off. At that time, NASA told all of the contractors to make the spacecraft compatible with, I think it was 65-volt DC power available at Cape Kennedy.
Okay.
Even though the spacecraft batteries on fuel cells produced 28-volt power, and that's what we flew with. But the higher voltage at the Cape would allow certain tests to be done a lot quicker. So they said, just make all the systems compatible to handle the higher voltage. Everybody did, except the company or the fellow that built the heating system in the oxygen tank. That little heater, which was a combination heater and a fan to stir up the liquid oxygen, And a heater was used in case the pressure dropped a little bit. You could turn on the heater system. The liquid would boil off and build the pressure to keep feeding the fuel cells and keep the spacecraft pressurized and oxygen to breathe.
Okay.
The thermostat in that heater system was compatible with only 28-volt power. That was the original design of the thermostat. They never replaced it with one that would be compatible with 65-volt power. That was the first incident that occurred. Now that discrepancy was on all the flights from Apollo 8 all the way through Apollo 13.
Yeah, what exactly went wrong? Can I click on? Yeah, it looks like all you can really click on are interviews. What if I return? Yeah, what are the highlights?
Hey, Houston, we've had a problem here. Can say again, please. Houston, we've had a problem.
Because of the accident, every aspect of the flight of Apollo 13 was examined in detail and in most cases preserved. With the exception of Apollo 11, the first landing on the moon, the other Apollo flights have not been as fortunate. Once a mission was completed, attention was focused on the next mission, and much of the material that is useful in reconstructing the mission, the manning lists, flight plans, transcripts, etc., were filed, and with the passage of time lost or misplaced. Fortunately, there is a network of space enthusiasts that are committed to preserving the heritage of Apollo.
A network of space
With their
enthusiasts?
help,
You mean
we were
nerds?
able to assemble a variety of images, including personal memorabilia, as part of the celebration of the Apollo program, the most amazing technological achievement of the 20th century. 16 days prior to liftoff, the Apollo 13 Saturn V rocket sat on pad 39A. Following the countdown demonstration test, engineers were unable to detank the liquid oxygen from tank number 2 using standard procedures. Improvising, they used the heating unit in the tank to boil out the oxygen, setting the stage for the events of April 13th. The original crew of Apollo 13 was Fred Hayes, James Lovell, and Thomas Mattingly. Who
Yeah,
shortly before the flight was exposed
I
to
support
German measles
nerds who
and
collect
grounded.
space stuff and
John
not
Swigert
nerds
Jr., the
who
backup command
make
module pilot,
robotaxis
replaced him. Mattingly
enter
later
my
returned on
domain.
Apollo 16. Although Mattingly did not make the flight, his name was engraved on a plaque attached to one of the legs of Aquarius.
Cool.
It was too late to substitute a plaque with Swigert's name. The Mission Control Directorate emblem was developed to recognize the unique contributions of the Mission Control Team to manned spaceflight. The wording on the patch means Achievement Through Excellence. The MOCR Identity Badge allowed the wearer access to the tightly secured Mission Operations Room in Mission
Cool.
Control. A new badge was issued for each mission. A pictorial representation of the organizational structure of the MOCR and staff support rooms is available in the Mission Control Image Gallery. From there, you can click on the positions for a description of the duties and reporting responsibilities. Members of the Trench, the first row in the MOCR, were noted for their independent spirit. They even had their own business cards and matchbooks.
Roll 'em out.
imprinted
We're
with
ready.
Trench. It was natural that good-natured rivalry would develop between the various groups of Mission Control. One ECOM's response to the common occurrence of a long-winded FIDO debriefing report was to pen this bit of doggerel. Quiet, my gut. Don't growl and roll. We both share a common goal. A briefing that is short and cute, with a FIDO who is mute. Ears, I hear. Can it be? An end to this agony? But no. Fido's mouth moves again and reinvents the wheel again. Again. From the debriefing by Ecom Charlie Dumas.
Capcom, looks like the last item we need here is a stir on the H2 and O2 at their convenience. We've got one more item for you when you get a chance. We'd like it to stir up your cryo tanks. Okay. In addition, I have a shaft and trunnion for a look at the Comet Bennett if you need it. Stand by. Hey, Houston, we've had a problem here. What's the matter with the data, Ecom? Can say again, please. Houston, we've had a problem.
Hey, that classic
Listen,
line.
you guys. We've lost fuel cell 1 and 2 pressure.
We lost O2 tank 2 pressure and temperature.
Okay.
Stand by, they got a problem. Maybe bus undervolt.
Okay, Flight, we've got some instrumentation flights. Let me add them up.
Roger. Stand by, 13, we're looking at it.
There wasn't a lot of news coverage on the Apollo 13 mission for the first 2 days. The public had begun to think of the moon flights as routine journeys. But Apollo 13 changed that perception in a hurry. This headline was splashed across the front page of the New York Times on April 14th.
New crime code gains in Albany.
NASA administrator, discussing the revised Apollo 13 flight plan with President Nixon as Chester Lee and Rocco Petrone listen intently. Hayes and Swigert worked to assemble the emergency scrubber, which they called the mailbox. This humble device helped to save their lives. After the service module was jettisoned, a few hours before re-entry, the astronauts were finally able to see the extensive damage to the spacecraft. The panel covering Bay 4 had been completely blown off, exposing the fuel cells and cryogenic tanks. A close-up view of the oxygen subsystem in service module Bay Number 4. During tank modifications 5 years prior to the mission, the entire shelf was dropped, which may have been the beginning of the problems with oxygen tank number 2. Aquarius slowly drifts away from the command module following separation.
We'll punch off at 141 plus 30. Okay, Jack, we copy and we confirm. I've got it. Okay, copy that. Farewell, Aquarius, and we thank you.
Here, an artist's rendition of the fiery re-entry of the command module shows the intense heat generated by the friction of the atmosphere.
Odyssey, Houston, we show you on the mains. It really looks great.
An extremely loud applause as Apollo 13 on main chutes comes through loud and clear on the television display here.
Roger. Apollo 13, this is recovery, over.
The command module and its 3 parachutes as they collapse in the water following splashdown. The prime recover ship Iwo Jima can be seen less than 4 miles away. A warm welcome is given the astronauts by the crew of the Iwo Jima just 45 minutes after splashdown.
I saw Apollo 13 in the
Pacific.
movie theaters, but I can't remember much about it.
And rightly so.
I just remember Houston, we have a problem, is said by the famous Tom Hanks.
After Apollo 13 has made it safely home. The command module Odyssey is secured aboard the USS Iwo Jima. Odyssey is now on display in a museum in Paris, France. Paris? Why Paris?
Yeah.
No one knows.
What?
While aboard the USS Iwo Jima, Commander Jim Lovell reads about his safe
learned about
return
why
to
it's in
Earth.
Paris, and you give me that
Chicago
information,
gave the crew of
CD-ROM.
Apollo 13 a ticker tape parade. Swigert and Lovell waved to the crowd. Hayes was ill and could not enjoy the festivities. President Nixon and the Apollo 13 crew, after the president had awarded each of the astronauts the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the nation's highest civilian honor. These commemorative covers depicted the re-entry and splashdown of Apollo 13,
in honor of Apollo 13, I'm having another sip of this bad drink.
And the signature of Gene Kranz, Glenn Lunny, and Cy Liebergott. President Nixon at the Manned Spacecraft Center in Houston presents the Medal of Freedom to the Apollo 13 Mission Operations Team. Presented to the men and women of the Apollo 13 Mission Operations
Just like Grandma's perfume.
The Presidential Medal of Freedom commended the team for their hard work and disciplined intelligence.
Oh yeah,
We
from the
hope
Earth
that
to the
this brief tour
moon.
of a few of the highlights of Apollo 13 will inspire you to explore the product in more detail and add to your appreciation of the accomplishments of the men and women who worked non-stop against incredible odds to save the crew of Apollo 13 from certain death. We urge you to support the continued exploration of space. Please write your elected officials and let them know you support the space program. Join the National Space Society and help educate the next generation of men and women who will go back to the moon and beyond.
Okay, nice presentation of all the highlights in the disc. There's a lot here. I'm going to click on Epic Journey. Is this just... Oh, it's the whole Apollo 13. Okay. Very nice. That's just what's from here to...
The moon has been a source of inspiration and curiosity throughout history.
Has it?
For thousands of years, people have gazed at its changing shape and wondered about its nature and origin. Folklore and bizarre theories abounded well into the 20th century, but on May 25, 1961, President John F. Kennedy spoke before a joint session of Congress.
I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal before this decade is out of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely
I will say
to
this
the
disc
Earth.
has a lot of really good video and archival content. It's not a great presentation like in the previous ones, but you know, it's still doing something.
Spacecraft into Earth orbit versus sending it to another planet is enormous. The moon rotates about Earth at an average distance of 238,860 miles from center to center. Because of its synchronous rotation, the moon perpetually keeps the same side facing the Earth, although a periodic wobbling allows us to view 59% of the surface. In this animation, both the Earth and the moon are magnified 10 times their relative size to make them visible. Eliminating the background of stars and representing both bodies to scale yields 2 faint dots of light with a vast distance between them.
Damn.
In considering the complexities of traveling from Earth to the moon and back, it is tempting to make the analogy between space and the sea. Both involve laying a course between 2 points, often over large distances, and allowing for both the speed and direction of the ship, compensating for the influence of external forces. However, there are 2 major differences between sea and space navigation. First, there is the scale. Columbus's crossing of the Atlantic was a journey of less than 2,000 miles, whereas the moon is approximately 238,000 miles from Earth. But more importantly, space travel involves movement in 3 dimensions, and then there is the effect of gravity. Every body in space, from whole galaxies to the smallest particles, exert a gravitational force on every other body. The strength of this pull depends upon the mass of the body and its distance. A spacecraft leaving
So could
Earth
my ass have a
must
gravitational
accelerate
pull?
to a speed of over 17,000 miles
Can
per
I just
hour
like suck the
just
moon
achieve
to the
orbit,
Earth by
a
like
state where the gravitational pull of the Earth is
shaking
offset
my
by
ass?
the centrifugal force of the spacecraft. Setting out for the moon is like aiming at a moving target. The moon is a whirling dervish, spinning on its own axis as it rotates about the Earth.
Well, maybe we should stop the rotation of the moon.
It rotates about the sun.
Fuck the
Even although it
tides.
requires the spacecraft to accelerate to a speed of
No more
almost
tides. Moon, you're
25,000
stopping. We're sick of your
miles
shit.
per hour to escape the Earth's gravitational pull. A spacecraft in translunar coast to the moon is gradually slowed by the pull of the gravity from the Earth until it enters a region where the pull of the moon on the spacecraft is greater than that of the pull of the Earth, at which time the spacecraft begins to accelerate. The translunar trip to the moon takes about 20% longer than the return trip because going out, the spacecraft has to overcome the stronger gravity of the Earth. As the spacecraft nears the moon, it fires its retro rockets to slow it down to a speed that will allow it to orbit the moon. To descend to the surface of the moon, the spacecraft again fires its retro rockets to slow the craft, allowing it to descend to the surface of the moon. It has been almost 25 years since man last walked on the moon. There is still so much to learn from lunar exploration. It's time to go back.
And as we leave the moon in Taurus Literal, we leave as we came, and God willing, as we shall return.
When are they going to have gay sex on the moon? I saw Danny asking about that earlier, and I'm still thinking about it. We need gay sex on the moon. That would solve our problems. Okay. And that's Apollo 13, A Race Against Time by Arts and Letters. You think they haven't? I mean, I don't know. Maybe they have. Maybe they have. Let's exit here. Yes. All right. And you know what, folks? I think it's time for an intermission. All right, when we come back, I've got 2 more discs and a video to show off. Spoilers, the video's about Pogs. And spoilers, it's not an official video, so they can't call them Pogs, they call them Milkcaps. That's how you know it's fucking good. So look forward to that in the last hour of the stream. We're gonna play more of your favorite and mine, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, and Zodiac. So enjoy the intermission, and I'll be right back with I'll be back later with Pogs, and what are the other two we got on the docket? Oh, yeah. We got the Beat Experience and, spoilers, the history of denim. So if you're a denim freak, be sure to tune in. I'll be back in about 10 minutes. Bye.
Then what's the number 2 cause of death in Americans? Terrible disease called cancer, right? Now, when doctors get information on cancer, you'd think they'd photocopy that, and when they send you that bill, they should send you some photocopies of this stuff. Well, in September of 1993, the National Cancer Institute, not the National Enquirer, but the National Cancer Institute, and the Harvard Medical School up in Boston did a study on cancer patients, and they came out and they said an anti-cancer diet was found. Well, at any rate, they picked China to do this study because in one province, Henan province in China, they have the highest rate of cancer in the whole world. They took 29,000 people for 5 years in this study, and what they did was give them different vitamins and minerals at double the recommended daily allowance for Americans. Now, that's a trivial amount. For instance, they used vitamin C for one group, and of course the RDA, or recommended daily allowance for vitamin C, is 60 milligrams. Double that's going to be 120 milligrams. You can't go into a health food store and find a vitamin C tablet or capsule for less than 500 milligrams for an adult. And of course, Linus Pauling, the gentleman with 2 Nobel Prizes, says if you want to prevent and treat cancer with vitamin C, you got to use 10,000 milligrams a day. Well, all the doctors who used to argue with him back 35 years ago are all dead. And today, Linus Pauling's still 94, and he works 14 hours a day, 7 days a week on his ranch in the Big Sur in California and teaches at the University of California, San Francisco. So you have to make up your choice whether you're going to listen to the dead doctors or Linus Pauling. Your choice. Okay, vitamin C, double the RDA, nothing happened. Vitamin A, double the RDA, nothing happened. Zinc, riboflavin, the trace mineral molybdenum, niacin, nothing happened. In one group, they got a major benefit. In this group, they got 3 nutrients at one time. They got vitamin E, they got beta-carotene, and the trace mineral selenium. Those 3 were at double the RDA. And if you get a 0.5% benefit in any nutritional or pharmaceutical experiment, you've made a major improvement in humanity's life. And so these articles get published. So I want you to remember that statistic. 0.5% is major benefit. Well, in this group that received the vitamin E, beta-carotene, and selenium for 5 years, deaths from all causes were reduced by 9%. Almost 10 out of every 100 or 1 out of every 10 who were going to die in that 5 years from any cause survived. Then cancers, all cancers, 13% survived who would have died without those 3 nutrients. So 13 out of 100 lived who would have died. And then the type of cancer that was most prevalent in Henan province, stomach and esophageal cancer, 21% lived who would have died. 21 out of 100 lived. Now, to me, those are significant numbers, and your physician, for the number 2 cause of death in America, should have sent every one of you a photocopy of that, at least giving you information. Even if he didn't want to give you the advice, give you the information, let you make up your own mind. Well, here's one I think is funny on one hand, and on the other side, it tells you the attitude of physicians. This has to do with arthritis. It was in September 24th, 1993 that it was released. Again, it was from the Harvard Medical School and the Boston VA Hospital. How many of you in here have ever been to a VA hospital? Anybody in this room? Okay, good. Well, you know, the people who've been to a VA hospital, you have 2 opportunities to give your life for your country. Once on the field of battle, and the other's in the VA hospital, right? Well, at any rate, the title of the release was Chicken Protein Halts the Swelling and Pain of Arthritis in a Patient Trial. And what they did, they took people who failed to respond in any way to medical treatment for arthritis. These people got gold shots, methotrexate, they got aspirin, prednisone, cortisone, everything else you can think of, physical therapy, and the only thing left for them was joint replacement surgery. Okay, now before Harvard Medical School, the VA hospital was going to give it to them, they said, look, we're looking for some people who are willing to suffer for 90 more days, just 3 months, because we want to try something, a short-term experiment, and they got 29 volunteers. And what they did for those 29 volunteers who failed to respond in any way to medical treatment for arthritis was they gave them a heaping teaspoonful of ground-up dried chicken cartilage in their orange juice every morning. just a heaping teaspoon of ground up chicken cartilage. And in 10 days, according to Harvard Medical School, all the pain and inflammation was gone. These are people who didn't respond in any way to medical treatment. In 30 days, they could open up a new pickle jar that had never been opened. And in 90 days, 3 months, they had maximum return of function. Now, here's the funny part. The funny part comes by a statement of the guy who was the director of that study from Harvard Medical School, and here's what he said, quote, listen to the words, they're very important, quote, after 3 months, it was clear that the drug was beneficial, unquote. Because it worked, chicken cartilage had become a drug. You can see he's thinking about patent numbers, and his eyes are rolling around with $300 a capsule, 20 patients, and you can just see him calculating, right? That means if you go to Kentucky Fried Chicken and you buy a bucket of chicken, throw away the skin and the meat and eat the ends off the bones, you're practicing medicine without a license. And if you go to a Kentucky Fried Chicken in the middle of the night, in the dark of the night, and you go to their dumpster and you root through there and you collect 2 5-gallon feed buckets full of chicken bones, and you take them home with a hammer and you pound off the ends of those bones and dry your own cartilage in the microwave, you know, you're manufacturing a pharmaceutical, and the FDA is going to put you in jail. Well, if that's a little messy for you, and you don't want to pay those lawyer fees, you can go into any grocery store and get some Knox gelatin. Women know about Knox gelatin because it's good for your fingernails and your hair and your skin. It has the raw materials for chicken cartilage, has the raw material for your cartilage. It's made out of beef cartilage and beef tendon, and if you take 2 of those little half-ounce envelopes a day in your orange juice, and you take it with an ounce per 100 pounds of body weight of colloidal minerals, next time I come by here in 3 months, you're going to run up on this stage and hug me and kiss me if you got arthritis. How many of you have ever heard of Alzheimer's disease? Everybody's heard about it today. 50 years ago, when I was a little kid, there was no such thing as Alzheimer's disease. It's a new disease, one of those things that just sort of happened. Now it's a major disease. 1 out of every 2 people who reach age 70 get Alzheimer's disease. Pretty scary. Well, we learned 50 years ago in the animal industry how to prevent and cure in the early stages Alzheimer's disease in livestock. Can you imagine how much a farmer would lose if the pigs were all laying there scratching their heads saying, why am I here? Where is the feed box? Because if they're not gaining a couple of pounds a day, you're losing money, right? So we learned in the agricultural industry how to prevent and in the early stages cure Alzheimer's disease, and we do it with high doses of vitamin E and low intakes of vegetable oil. You say, Wallach, that's crazy, high doses of vitamin E. Well, you should have got a recall notice from your doctor in July of 1992 because the University of California, I mean, we're talking about a sophisticated research medical school here, University of California, San Diego came out and said, vitamin E eases memory loss in Alzheimer's victims. Now, they're only 50 years behind on that from veterinary medicine, so you might be safer going to a veterinarian. Then how many of you in this room ever had a kidney stone? Anybody in here ever get that, kidney stone? Okay, I see a few in here. What's the first thing a doctor told you to give up nutritionally when you got your kidney stone? Give up calcium. No dairy. No dairy. None of those vitamin mineral things with calcium in them because they have the stupid, naive, ignorant belief. That's pretty intense. They have the stupid, ignorant, naive belief that the calcium in your kidney stone comes from the calcium you eat, when in fact it comes from your own bones. When you have a raging calcium deficiency, a raging osteoporosis, then you get kidney stones. We learned 1,000 years ago in writing in the agricultural industry, if you wanted to prevent kidney stones in livestock, you better give them more calcium. You better give them more magnesium and more boron. Now, the reason is, of course, bulls and rams, male cattle and sheep have special anatomy. When they get a kidney stone, they die. They're called water belly. They die. When you and I get a kidney stone, we just wish we were dead. But no farmer's dumb enough to pay for the feed for an animal and have it die before you can either eat it or send it to market. So we learned how to prevent those things. Well, you should have got a recall notice from your doctor, especially you people who've had kidney stones. Your urologist should have sent a notice to you. This was about 15 months ago, March of 1993. It says, calcium limits kidney stone risk, and this is from the Harvard Medical School up in Boston, by the way. In a study that turns conventional medical wisdom on its head, researchers have found that people whose diets are rich in calcium run a reduced risk of developing kidney stones. In a study of more than 45,000 people who were ranked into 5 categories, the group that had the most calcium had no kidney stones. So it took them 1,000 years to catch up. Now, about 5 years ago, when I started out on this crusade and started lecturing to people all across America, and I'm in one time zone and the next and all over, I knew I was going to get crazy out there doing this. Last year I was on the road 3.
Hi. So we learned a lot. We learned that this guy is a quack. I know we learn that every time we listen to this guy. We learned that he thinks that veterinarians are smarter than doctors, which makes sense since this guy is a veterinarian. And yeah, and he loves to scam simply because he can. All right, next game. I mean, not next game. These aren't games. I'm sorry. And the next multimedia experience is the Beat Experience. This was released by Voyager, who did a lot of multimedia games. And this one in specific is a tie-in with the Whitney Museum's Beat Culture and the New America exhibition. So this one's actually tied to a museum experience. La la la. The only thing I remember about Voyager, I actually did have one Voyager CD-ROM from back in the day, and when I put it in my computer, it broke it. It literally, it did not work. It not only did not work, but the drivers fucked up the computer so bad, we had to reinstall Windows. So that's my opinion on Voyager multimedia CD-ROMs at the moment, due to my childhood. Not positive. So let's see if I have a better experience. All right. Let's do the Beat Experience here. I was going to say, Voyager made a ton of multimedia CD-ROMs too, so you've probably heard of Voyager. Voyager did the Dazzleoids? Okay, maybe I don't hate the Maybe I don't hate them.
Images. Millions of images. That's what I eat.
Oops, wrong size. 1 second. There we go. All right, another game that's definitely going to get me. Is this just the whole movie?
I saw the best minds of my generation destroyed by madness, starving, hysterical, naked, dragging themselves through the Negro streets at dawn, looking for an angry fix.
Cool water.
Angel-headed hipsters, burning for the ancient heavenly connection to the starry dynamo in the machinery of night, who bared their brains to heaven under the L and saw Mohammedan angels staggering on tenement roofs illuminated.
I mean, cool video. Female sex! Let's go.
I said, you know, John, this is really a beat generation. And he leapt up and said, that's it, that's right.
It's Bayat. It's the beat to keep. It's the beat of the heart. It's being beat and down in the world and like old time low down. Open to anything. Starved for sex and companionship.
All that road going, and all the people dreaming in the immensity of it.
Like in the movie, the calendars flapped and still the land and the man survived, stood fixed and immovable in a blur flap of white pages. Clunk, clatter, clap, flap, flap, slap, map,
Cool
splat,
cupcake.
crunch, crouch, bong, splat, splat, bong.
I like all the bongs.
As I said to my friend, because
All right, that's a long ass movie. Let's see what else we got on here. What's the road? Oh, I could change the radio.
And so once again, ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, I got a map. Let's go here. The cool world. All right, chat. Yeah, we're in cool world now, Buddy. I want to say baby and buddy, and I just slam them together in a great word. Yeah, this was cool world back in the 50s. Very cool. All right, I'm getting so DMCA'd on this. Is there anywhere else I can go on the road? Where else? Just the cool world? Let's try. Whoa, there's a dog. I want to see the dog. Fishing, guns. What? CD-ROM? See, this is what happened. See, Voyager. I agree we need to see more multimedia about people's special interests. I would love. Yeah, it did it again. That's cool. Let's see here. I had to click escape. I'm gonna open it up one more time and click on a few other things, but I don't think we're gonna be playing a lot of the beat. Hold on, here we go. Let's try cut-ups. Okay. Let's try beat pad. I could read Naked Lunch. Okay. Could read The Howl. On the Road. I got drunk. I can do heroin. I died. The game closed because I did heroin. Yeah, this was a tie-in to This was a tie-in to an exhibit at the Whitney about the Beat Generation. Well, I died. I guess that's a good enough way as any to end the Beat Generation. Don't do heroin, folks. All right, we got one more CD-ROM. And this is the one that I found that I was like, I absolutely have to do a thing about history CD-ROMs, because I saw this and I was like, chat needs to know. Chat needs to know. So it's 1997, and chat, you need to know about the history of denim. All right, let's let this load. There we go. All right. Chat, what do you know about denim? Do you know anything about denim? Are you a denim head, a denim freak? Actually, is this, there's a history of denim. I could have just gone here. Okay. By Sportswear International.
Welcome to Sportswear International's History of Denim CD-ROM, brought to you by Sportswear International Magazine and Cone Denim. Who could have imagined that a 17th century cotton twill indigo fabric called serge denims would influence the apparel market to become a multi-billion-dollar industry? Yet that's exactly what happened. Originating from the southern town of Nimes in France, today it is known as denim, the backbone of what the world fondly refers to as jeans. Why, in the United States alone, jeanswear accounts for $15 billion in annual sales.
That's more now.
Over 500 million units of jeans are sold, according to industry reports. And with its 5.1% increase in 1996, its yearly growth continues to surpass the entire apparel industry. Denim jeans are an institution, and its history is as fascinating as the fabric is inspirational. In the late 19th and early 20th century, jeans were strictly utilitarian. First referred to as waist-high overalls or pantaloons, their thick cotton and sturdy construction made them not only suitable for tough manual labor, but practical as well. As the American Industrial Revolution exploded, miners and railroad and factory workers donned these original denim uniforms. Then, in 1924, H.D. Lee Mercantile, one of the original jeanswear manufacturers, expanded its line and introduced Lee cowboy pants. This move proved instrumental in the development of jeanswear, turning it away from industrial workwear toward casual wear. In fact, the Western market became one of the major promoters of jeanswear throughout the world. But it's not until the 1950s that denim earned its rightful pop star status. After World War II, the United States found itself in a boom period. Industries expanded and soon gave birth to the marketing age. Youth culture dominated the scene as teens rebelled against their parents. Rock and roll was born, and movies like Rebel Without a Cause and Blackboard Jungle became instant box office sensations. Elvis Presley and James Dean epitomized cool, and what did these boys wear? Blue jeans. So as social ideals changed, demand for jeans beyond the workplace increased. Levi's responded to this trend quite early, and in 1950 gave its famous 501 a more tapered leg. Bell-bottoms, hip-huggers, personalized tie-dyed and embroidered jeans. It wasn't long before the entire world made a fashion statement with denim. And in 1971, the fashion apparel community presented Levi's with the Coty American Fashion Critics Award. Gone for good were the days of denim as workwear. Jeans had become truly fashionable. As you explore denim's unique, captivating history, it is, of course, ever moving forward, and time will only tell how generations to come perceive and learn about its influence on our current culture.
Okay. Mills. Let's learn. I like that this is embroidered. Let's go to America. Wow. Let's look at Quatraz. Okay. It's a division of Great Britain's Quatraz PLC. Tencel. So yeah, so let's go to Greenwood Denim. Ooh la la. I like the music. Ooh, vid print. Let's check out Greenwood Denim. Next. Very nice. Let's unzip this. Can I unzip? No. Can I rezip? Sorry, this is a fascinating... Let's zip this. Can I zip it? There we go. We got Levi's. Let's go to the 90s. Ring denim is revived. We got new labels. European Mills Legler launches a new fabric range, capturing the red indigo of yesteryear. Hip-hop and denim hit the mainstream. Okay, I guess there's a lot of... What about the 40s? Lady Wranglers are introduced. Okay. Alright, let's go back. I want to see some video. Let's go to brands. Let's see what brands we got. Let's go to Canada. What brands do you have? Hollywood Manager, Parasuco, and Silver. What about America? Yo, remember Bongo jeans? Yeah. Show me Bongo. Jean commercials in the 90s were crazy. Your jeans are getting all wet and disgusting, lady. Okay. All right, we've got... Chat, I gotta show you the classic Bugle Boy jeans. Before you ask, yes, they have the classic Bugle Boy jean ad. If you weren't alive during the 80s and 90s, you don't remember how this ad had a stranglehold on American culture for a while.
Excuse me. Are those Bugle Boy jeans that you're wearing?
Oh, yes. They are Bugle Boy jeans.
Thank you.
Bye. Who else has ads we can look at? Jinko! Does Jinko have ads? No, but we are going to check out the print for Jinkos. Yeah! Yeah! Jinkos, baby! Great logo. Excuse me. Will we get a Levi's ad? Yes. This is the first Levi's ad, the first TV commercial for jeans.
Man owns the same pair of Levi's 8, maybe 10 years. It kind of grows attached to 'em. It can make parting a little rough. Maybe Levi's blue jeans shouldn't last so long. Then they wouldn't break so many hearts. But I figure it's better to have had Levi's and lost them than never to have had Levi's at all.
All right. There's one ad. The Elevator Fantasy, a popular spot from Levi's 1996 wide leg campaign. Okay. Those legs are very wide.
Levi's wide leg jeans. It's wide open.
Okay, what's next? Ooh, we have Stephen Goldstein. Yeah, there you go.
Today's designers, I would say Ralph, CK, Tommy, are producing high-quality jeans products. Their packaging is quite good. Their advertising is innovative and pervasive. Their shops look great. And they have revived an interest in a jeans category and built an interest in a jeans category that is quite healthy for the business overall. My guess is that no pun intended, that these designers are here to stay, and they will not be a passing phenomenon.
Okay. Is this the same?
I think the most mail we've ever gotten was, and most positive response that we've ever gotten on a television campaign has just happened with the recent wide leg campaign, where there were two spots in it, one called Elevator Fantasy and one called Doctors. And Elevator Fantasy featured a young man and a young woman who step into the 70th floor, into an elevator on the 70th floor, and between the time the elevator closes on the 70th floor and opens on the first floor, they have discovered what life would be like together, including courtship, marriage, and children. And they both look at each other at the end and decide, nah, maybe this isn't really for us, and go off their separate ways. It was a brilliant execution of the idea, and really talks a great deal specifically to how Levi Strauss & Company likes to advertise its jeans. We never talk about the features and benefits of the jean. We always talk directly to what is important to the target audience, and there's nothing more important to the target audience than themselves and the transitions that they're going through at this age.
I mean, that's true. I'm very concerned about the transitions I'm going through. Let's look at the styles. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Obviously, research regarding technological unemployment is as vital today as further refinement.
This is what we were all wearing in the 90s, by the way. Other styles we got. Utility. This guy looks cool as fuck. What are treatments? Natural wash, chemical wash, destroyed. Texture, what's this? Indigo, ooh. Fancy. I'm just gonna go to straight marketing and let's see what we got here, because this is what everyone's interested in. Outdoor marketing. See outdoor ads. Uh-huh. Bugle Boy. I don't think we have as many jeans ads as we used to. And I think that's a real problem. I think that's why all the problems are happening. No more jeans ads. Look at that. If I saw this, my life would be better. But no. Look at that. Paris Blues. Who even knows anymore? Tommy. Yeah, bring back outdoor ads. But what else we got in the marketing division? Let's go to TV. What TV ads do we got? Bongo, Boss, Bugle Boy. How about Tommy Hilfiger? Oh, I guess we're listening to this guy. Do you have an ad? These aren't ads. Show me ads. Sasson. I guess we gotta do Sassoon. What about Wrangler? A humorous and risque look at life. Well, here we fucking go.
Anything concealed? I'm gonna have to frisk you.
Lucille, do we have to do this every time I wear my Wranglers?
All right, man, I can't tell you what to do with your sex life, but if you wanna, you go on. Mustang, huh? All right, let's see if this works. There we go. You ever heard of Mustang jeans? I haven't.
Once in the season of the year, when the moon shines like diamonds in the grass, the horses run. They run to celebrate their freedom. Be free. Be free.
Okay.
Mustang Oregon jeans.
Never heard of them. All right, I got enough time for one more ad, so let's go with Lee. Fuck it, Lee. We got a sexy spot here. I know y'all love that. Hold on. There we go. Ready for something sexy?
Excuse me. So you dropped this back there?
Where?
In Nebraska?
Lee jeans. The brand that fits.
That's sexy? You call that sexy? You see one shot of a belly button and you're all like hot and bothered? All right, I'm doing one more Lee jeans. This is for the skater set. I've seen sexier.
Lee
loose-fitting knee jeans. Designed for kids who do more than just sit around.
That kid's gonna die in that satellite dish. That's pretty cool. Kill yourself by skating in a satellite dish, kids. It's linked to screen. Oh, okay. All right, I think that's enough of the history of denim for us here. Thank you for watching those multimedia CD-ROMs. We learned a lot. We learned about jazz. We learned about denim. We learned about Haight-Ashbury and how it's affordable, but not anymore. We learned about Apollo 13. We learned a lot. So, yeah, thank you for learning with us. It's time to learn about one more thing, though, chat. Chat, we got one more thing to learn about. And that thing is Milkcap Krazy, a VHS tape about Pogs. One second, I change the info here. And there we go. We're doing Milkcap Krazy. Let's go Milkcap Krazy. I'm going Milkcap Krazy myself. Everybody wake up, it's Trotty Home Entertainment. The K's, the letters are backwards.
Check this out, man. In Hawaii, the Aloha State, a craze is spreading like wildfire. The Milkcap game. The Milkcap game's not new. It's been revived to help teach kids lessons in moral values and cooperative skills.
Yeah, moral values.
A teacher at a Hawaiian school saw two students playing a game during recess. This reminded her of the Milkcap game she played as a kid. On April 6, 1991, the teacher brought in 4 tubes of Milkcaps from a local dairy that manufactures dairy products and juices. Boom! Then it happened. The kids played the game and were hooked. Everyone wanted to play. How the kids even named them. They named them POGS from the acronym of passion fruit, orange, and guava, the 3 types of juices.
Ah! I'm so sorry, chat. I was trying to do a windowed source and it decided, I'm so sorry. Oh my God, I've never done that before. Yeah, they took away the windowed source button on the new, oh, there it is. There's the windowed source button. Found it. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. Well, you get to see this great intro again. Oh my God, sorry about that. That sucked. Anyways, that's me playing Pogs. God. The Milkcap craze has reached the mainland.
Hey, check this out, man. In Hawaii, the Aloha State, a craze is spreading like wildfire. The Milkcap game. The Milkcap game's not new. It's been revived to help teach kids lessons in moral values and cooperative skills. A teacher at a Hawaiian school saw 2 students playing a game during recess. This reminded her of the Milkcap game she played as a kid. On April 6, 1991, the teacher brought in 4 tubes of Milkcaps from a local dairy that manufactures dairy products and juices. Boom! Then it happened. The kids played the game and were hooked. Everyone wanted to play. How the kids even named them. They named them POGS from the acronym of passion fruit, orange, and guava, the 3 types of juices produced at the local dairy. News of this craze spread fast and a local TV station ran a story on it. This sparked the first tournament at the school. Since
I've
early
never seen
1991,
Legend of the
Milkcap
Hawaiian
games gone from that
Slammers.
school in Hawaii throughout the United States to as far as Japan, and it's expected to go worldwide. The Milkcap game's being played everywhere. Amusement parks, playgrounds, sidewalks. In fact, we heard about a tournament going on just down the street.
Yeah, you might notice that they probably won't mention the term POG because POG was copyrighted. Yeah, the combo of the drink that I had and the camera editing is giving me a tummy ache. I have a big tummy ache from today's drink and I still haven't finished it. So I better finish it. Chat. It's a shitty slam, kid.
Alright, here we are at the Milkcap tournament. Alright, don't be too loud, right? I just noticed. See this shirt? Flip right over there. The judges have on the same color shirt. I even got a name tag. I tell you what, we're gonna try and sneak in, see if we can get in. Okay, so we're just gonna walk in behind this other judge. We're gonna see if we can pull it off. Okay, we'll just be quiet. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna be over here.
Are you a referee?
Yeah, table 5.
All right, go ahead on in.
Okay, thank you.
Shouldn't lie, bro.
So we're in, all right? We're gonna go over here. See what's going on.
So how you guys doing today?
Bad. We're having a terrible time.
And Shannon. Okay. Whose turn? Shannon's turn. All right. Here we go. All right. Oh, we got 2.
Good slam.
We got 2. Shannon got 2. All right. So who's winning here? David's the big man of the hour. Okay. Well, here we go. Here we are. Oh, he gets 4. He's got 4. So he's got a grand total of 5. One more. He catches up.
These kids do not want to be on film. I love them.
And I tell you what, Shannon is shooting Milkcaps at me. All right, Justin's next. He could win the round in the slam. And he does. He pulls it off. So you won that leg. This guy's the winner of that leg. Now he gets a certificate from the owner of Z-Cap Corporation. That's Doris.
All right, but okay, bye.
So you've never played the game? Oh, man, come here. Here's some things you're going to need to get started.
What kind of accessories go with the Milkcap?
Well, there's accessories, like there's the containers.
I used to have so many pogs, by the way, chat. I threw them out because I was fucking stupid. I had bootleg Dragon Ball pogs, and I threw them out because I'm stupid as shit. Dumb as dirt. I also had Mario pogs, which I could probably... Ugh, I threw them out. Why? Why?
The caps and the slammers would get damaged, so they use these to play on.
You can go to the swapping or the store and get a starter pack for less than $5.
Yeah, you could get a starter pack at the store for very cheap.
16 Milkcaps and 3 slammers. When you start collecting a lot or buying a lot,
damn, that's a big container.
one of these to store them in.
I had a much smaller one. I had a bunch of smaller ones. God, I shouldn't have gotten rid of my pogs.
So there's hundreds of thousands of Milkcaps out there.
Yeah.
Which ones do you buy and why?
This particular one happens to be a limited edition slammer.
I had a Mortal Kombat slammer.
Got this little Joker face on it, but they make all different designs.
And there were so many jesters on slammers back in the day.
Yeah, surf caps and this one that I have, it's glow in the dark.
Wow, so is that like a collector's item since it's glow in the dark, or is it valuable to you?
Yeah. I have a heavy metal slammer that I won in a tournament. I never use it, and I just like clean it every day, so it like doesn't get scratched or anything, because it's like means a lot.
My valuable ones are the bad boy ones, and they're like $100 worth.
Jesus.
Wow, what about you?
Yeah, I bought one at Universal Studios for $10. It's the Predator.
Okay, so these are slammers.
I got some from Knott's Berry Farm, and before you ask, yes, I did throw them out. Again, I'm an idiot. I fully understand.
How old's too old? How young's too young? Milkcap game.
I think everybody from little kids to adults, they can all play, they can all get involved with it. It's something that keeps the family together. As far as playing a game, having a hobby, they can all get involved, go down to the local store, pick up some caps, buy a little starter kit for $2.95, and they're ready to play. You know, they can play for hours and hours and get different ones, collect different caps, and it's...
Could the camera just take a nap?
Whatever you can do, as long as you can flip that little Milkcap and win your opponent, it's something to keep you busy.
My grandpa is an old guy, and he likes to collect them because in the future they'll be worth a lot of money.
Kid, I love you.
So we talked to some parents to see what they think about the Milkcap game. And here's what they said.
Yeah, it's a game, and the kids like to play it. It holds their interest, and I don't see anything wrong in it.
Okay, you got to knock over 6 to win a leg, and you need to win 2 legs to go on to the next round.
Okay, Daniel. Come on, Daniel. We've got 2 Daniel.
All right, so here we go.
Nice try.
It's going around. Here we go.
I like the mom, like, I don't know, keeps the kids out of my hair. I don't give a shit.
6. Come on, Danny.
Oh, I got a slammer. Check it out. I got a slammer. So what'd you think about Milkcaps the first time you saw your kids playing?
I thought they were pretty interesting. I thought that...
Having another sip, by the way.
It reminded me of marbles when I was a kid. We used to play for marbles in the round circle when I was about their age.
It's not good. Drink's still bad.
So there's rules to every game. And before you take your Milkcap collection to the street, you gotta know them.
Sometimes make your own rules up, but in a lot of cases there are some rules to the game. There's certain ways you're supposed to hold the slammer, and certain ways you're supposed to throw it down, and you're not supposed to pick it up too fast.
First, you flip the slammer to see who goes first. You each put a Milkcap in, stack them, and you try and hit them. And if you flip them over, you usually get to keep them if you're playing for keeps. If you're playing just for fun, you hit it, and if you get both of them over, you give the one that
yeah, do you like this?
You give the one that your friend put in back to give them back to them, and you keep yours. There's no retries if you go and hit it and like miss. And
yeah, this is Avatar. You think this might be brought to us by Z Comic Caps?
So there's a lot of different techniques to the Milkcap game. Which ones work best? Ugh.
Damn, these kids are crazy. Milkcap crazy.
Because I can flip more Milkcaps over if I throw it down like that. I usually hold it like this because I can flip over the most Milkcaps if I go like that.
My favorite technique is this. I also use that.
My 2 techniques are usually like this and sometimes like this, but I usually go like this because it's a stronger hit. For Milkcaps, I use a plastic slammer, and it usually flips most of them over.
Okay, this kid's got techniques.
Plastic slammers, I use aluminum slammer, and for aluminum slammers, I use metal slammers. The metal slammers are usually the best slammers because they're more heavier.
Yeah, they were heavy.
Over easier.
So the tournament's over, and we're here with Doris, the sponsor of the tournament today, and also the vice president of Z Comic Caps. Now, rumor has it, Doris,
yes,
that you have a warehouse near here that we might be able to go check out.
Beautiful warehouse in Laguna de Gil.
And we can go by and check
You
it
can
out?
come by. Come on now.
Okay, great. Let's go. Hey, we're on our way. We'll be back. We'll go right over there now.
Official Crazy Bones YouTube account owner gave it to a younger relative who loved animals, and the last 2 videos on the Crazy Bones account are recordings of goldfish. Good.
5 years ago, my daughter-in-law, who's originally from Hawaii, told us about it. She knew I was a collector of all different kinds of things, and she thought caps would be something I'd be interested in. The first set that I ever bought was this, the Queen of Hawaii series, and it's signed and numbered.
Cool.
Its value right now is around $55, $60.
Jesus.
Wow. The next one that I purchased was a Wyland, and this was the original.
Oh man, Wyland art. That's crazy.
It was a limited edition, and it's signed and numbered by Wyland. And this is
Man, imagine having the official Wyland Pogs.
I started collecting different caps from Hawaii myself, and then I figured, why not sell them? My husband and I, who are agents for comic book artists, asked the artists if they would come together with us and do some caps for us. These were done by a young man who at that time was a tagger. I got a hold of him and got to talking to him and helped him to rearrange his life to become an artist. And he's now not doing any tagging any longer. He's one of our artists. As a matter of fact, he's one of our premier artists. This is his cap. This is one of his caps. This is one of his caps.
I wish this was clear, because this looks like a set of caps I had, actually.
And he is very proud as how he's come from the streets to where he's come today.
Well, it's quite a change. I mean, going from tagging, buildings to producing art on Milkcaps.
It really
Can you
is.
please show me the art?
There are police departments that are giving them out as incentives to kids, and we are members of an organization called Safety and Firearms Education. And what this is an organization that helps kids who are afraid that they know of someone in school who has a gun or who carries a weapon, and they want that weapon taken away, but they're afraid. And what we have is an 800 number, and two of them, one on the East Coast and one on the West Coast, that the kids can call. And we have counselors that answer the phone. They're not machines that answer the phone. They're actual people that answer the phone and talk to the kids, counsel them on the phone, and also try to find out the names of the person who's carrying the weapon anonymously. We will never give out the caller's name. And we had a 15-minute program in New York. Governor Mario Cuomo was promoting this in New York, and there's a 15-minute program in a Long Island station, and within...
Sorry, just weird hearing the Cuomo name in a POG video.
So Doris and Si, I'd really like to thank you for all the information you've given me on the Milkcap game.
I'd like to thank you for coming, and here, as a gift, there's an unpunched board from Z-Cat. Here is a safety and firearms cap that we'd like to present to you. And here are a couple of packs of Z comic caps.
Wow. Thank you guys very much.
You're quite welcome. And play with the power of the storm.
Oh, I will.
Play with the power of the storm, chat. Yeah, they censored out nudity.
So we learned a lot about the Milkcap game. Where it came from, where it's going, the rules, the players, and a whole lot more. The Milkcap game is definitely a craze that's sweeping the world. I'm Jesse Hines, and I got a bail for now. So whether you got a collection of 5 or 500 Milkcaps, keep on slamming.
Bye. Keep on slamming. Scott, you are crazy. Look at that slammer go. Z-Comic Cap, Joe, Doris, Sport Fanatic, Polly's Pies. Polly, thank you. And folks, that's today's history showcase. We learned about Milkcaps. We learned about Denim. We learned about the Beat experience where I died. We learned about Apollo 13. We learned about jazz. We learned about Haight-Ashbury in the 60s, where I played a game and spilled my bong everywhere. And of course, we learned about the makers of the 20th century as presented by News Corp, one of the most multimedia out of all the multimedia stuff I've ever shown off. Chat, folks, thank you so much for showing up. Thank you for watching. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be showing off the multimedia again. Next week, I'm doing Interactive Entertainment 14. I know y'all enjoy those, so do look forward to that. And tomorrow, I'm streaming with Sarduce on Retro Pals. Let me just put a shout out there. Shout out. And folks, I'm taking the final sip of the drink. I'm doing it. Dog shit. Dog shit. All right. Oh, one more thing. I don't think I mentioned it very much, but I do have a YouTube channel where I'm putting my, highlights. So if you'd like to see highlights that aren't on Twitch, which are most of them, do check out my YouTube page. All right, folks, let me find someone to raid. Whomst. How about K Plays? I don't know what they're streaming, but it looks like an RPG. So yeah, they are streaming until they make rent. So why don't we all stream and watch them? All right, folks. It's Secret of Mana. Nice. All right, folks. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you on Wednesday and then again next week. Bye.